Archangel Michael says, "My beloved child, stop right now and listen carefully, because what I am about to reveal to you is not a coincidence. It is not just another ordinary word. It is a divine declaration that heaven has already signed with your name written on it. God has seen your tears. He has seen the nights when you questioned why love seemed so far away, and He has heard the prayers you whispered in silence, the cries you never told anyone, the secret hopes you held inside your heart. Today, heaven is opening a new chapter in your destiny, and it begins with this message: congratulations, my beloved, it's a match. You are going to marry a person who has been divinely chosen for you. This is not just any person. This is not a temporary companion, nor someone who will come and go like shadows in your past. This is a person who carries within them a reflection of your soul, someone who will see you as you truly are and love you without condition. This person has been walking their own journey, molded by trials, shaped by struggles, and prepared by God Himself, just as you have been prepared. And now, the two journeys are about to collide in a divine union. Archangel Michael says, you must understand how heaven orchestrates connections. You did not stumble here by mistake. The Spirit of God led you here because you needed to hear this before doubt could silence your faith. You needed to know that the waiting, the heartbreaks, the disappointments, and the lonely nights were never wasted. They were the foundation, the preparation for this very moment. The one you are about to marry is not someone who will bring you pain, but someone who will heal the wounds that others left behind. This person has been praying for you just as you have been praying for them. You may not know it yet, but somewhere out there, their spirit has been calling out for yours, and heaven has been listening. God has been aligning time, circumstances, and opportunities, until now, the season of waiting shifts into the season of divine encounter. Do not think it strange that you felt restless these past days, that you have been sensing a change, an anticipation you cannot explain. That restlessness was heaven's way of preparing your heart, of loosening your grip on the past so your hands would be ready to receive what is coming. Archangel Michael says, your future spouse carries a destiny tied to yours. Together you will rise higher, together you will overcome, together you will build what alone you could not build. God says, this person will not look like the ones who left you. They will not act like the ones who betrayed you. They will not treat you like the ones who underestimated you. No, this one will honor you, protect you, respect you, and love you in ways that will remind you daily that it was worth the wait. Their voice will calm storms inside you, their touch will remind you of God's promise, and their presence will feel like home. Archangel Michael says, heaven is releasing signs, and if you pay attention, you will recognize them. You will see their name appear before you unexpectedly, you will feel a stirring in your spirit when they walk near, and you will know deep inside that it is not coincidence, it is confirmation. The angels are already working, aligning paths, preparing hearts, and clearing away obstacles. What felt impossible yesterday will suddenly feel inevitable tomorrow. Beloved, understand this. Marriage is not just a union of two bodies, but a union of two destinies. That is why God kept you hidden, why He closed certain doors, why He allowed some people to walk away, because they were never meant to hold the key to your future. Only this chosen one, this divinely matched soul, has the key to unlock the fullness of your purpose. There will be those who doubt, those who whisper, those who cannot comprehend how suddenly things will align for you. But do not be afraid, for Archangel Michael says, when heaven decides, no human voice can silence it, no enemy can delay it, no opposition can stop it. What God has joined together, no man can put asunder. This person will carry qualities that echo your prayers. They will not just match your desires but also your destiny. Their loyalty will match your faithfulness. Their strength will balance your vulnerability. Their patience will reflect your endurance. They will see not just your appearance, but your soul, and they will love it. You may wonder, when will this happen? How will I know? Archangel Michael says, it will not come when you are striving, but when you are surrendered. It will not come by your searching, but by God's perfect timing. The introduction may feel ordinary, but the connection will be extraordinary. What begins as a simple encounter will unfold into a destiny you cannot deny. And beloved, prepare yourself, for this union is not only about love, it is also about purpose. God is bringing you together not just for companionship, but for a mission. Together, you will impact lives. Together, you will shine light where there is darkness. Together, you will be a testimony of what God can do when two souls align under His will. Archangel Michael says, rejoice, for heaven is declaring your congratulations even before you see the manifestation. Heaven is already celebrating your union. Angels are singing over you because your season of loneliness is turning into a season of covenant. God has stamped His approval, and no force in hell can erase what heaven has written. So hold on, stay faithful, keep your heart open, because soon, very soon, you will look back and say, this is the person I prayed for. This is the one God promised me. This is my match. And when it happens, remember this word, for today was the day heaven whispered your congratulations in advance. Archangel Michael says, beloved child of God, do not stop reading now, because the very reason this message found you at this exact moment is because heaven wanted to confirm to you again and again that this marriage is not only coming, but it is already written. It is already sealed. It is already declared in the courts of heaven. You may feel like your life has been delayed, like promises have been slow, but I am here to tell you, the waiting season has been necessary, because God was not only preparing you, He was preparing them too. You see, the person you are about to marry had their own struggles. They had their own heartbreaks. They had nights where they too cried into their pillow, asking, Lord, when will I meet the one who truly understands me? Just as you have been calling out, they have been calling too. And heaven heard both voices, weaving them together like threads in a tapestry until finally, your paths are ready to cross. Do you not see how God works? He never wastes a tear. He never wastes a prayer. He never allows you to suffer without using that pain to prepare you for glory. And this marriage is not just about two hearts coming together, but two wounds being healed, two callings being united, and two futures merging into one. Archangel Michael says, the person you will marry is not like the ones you had before. They will not walk away when times get hard. They will not play with your heart. They will not make you question your worth. No, this person will cover you in love so real that it will make every heartbreak you endured finally make sense. You will say to yourself, this is why it never worked out before. This is why God kept me waiting. Because this love is worth it. God says, this is not just a marriage, it is a covenant. And in this covenant, you will find peace where there used to be chaos, joy where there used to be sorrow, laughter where there used to be silence. This person will be more than a spouse, they will be your partner in life, your confidant, your protector, your encourager, and your mirror. When you feel weak, they will lift you. When you doubt yourself, they will remind you of who you are. When the world turns against you, they will stand by you, unshaken. Archangel Michael says, child of God, prepare your heart, because heaven is aligning things quickly. For some, it will be through a divine introduction, for others through a surprising reunion, and for others still, through an unexpected meeting that seems so ordinary but carries extraordinary destiny. Do not ignore the nudges of the Spirit. Pay attention to your dreams, for God is already giving you glimpses. Watch for the signs, because He promised He would not leave you without confirmation. Beloved, I must tell you this, your story will shock people. They will wonder how it all came together so beautifully, so suddenly, so perfectly. And you will know the answer, it was God. It was always God. Heaven says, congratulations, because your wedding is not just about flowers and vows. It is about destiny and calling. Your marriage will shift generations. Your union will break curses. Your covenant will open doors of blessings that were locked before. Together, you and your spouse will carry light into places that once felt dark. You will feel safe with them. You will feel cherished. You will no longer wonder if love was meant for you, because you will be living it, breathing it, walking in it every single day. And hear me now, no matter what the enemy tries, no one can block what heaven has declared. No force of darkness can undo what God has joined. Your name is already attached to theirs in heaven's book, and soon the earth will see what has already been settled above. Archangel Michael says, child, rejoice. Do not let fear whisper lies into your spirit. Do not let doubt rob you of this promise. This is your season of divine match, your season of covenant blessing, your season of holy matrimony written by the hand of God Himself. And when it comes to pass, you will remember these words and lift your hands and say, "Truly, the Lord has been faithful. Truly, He has given me beauty for ashes, joy for mourning, and love for the loneliness I once carried." This is your word. This is your promise. And this is your time. Archangel Michael says, "My beloved, the reason I continue speaking and pressing this word into your spirit is because the weight of this promise is heavier than you know. You cannot afford to let it slip through your fingers. This marriage is not simply about happiness, it is about alignment, about purpose, about stepping into the exact future that heaven has prepared for you before the foundations of the world. Think of all the times you thought you lost. Think of all the times you felt abandoned. Every moment of pain, every heartbreak, every betrayal, every disappointment, it was never meant to destroy you. It was meant to shape you, to purify your heart, to prepare you to recognize real love when it arrives. Because the truth is, beloved, if God had given you this blessing too soon, you may not have been able to hold it. But now, because of your endurance, because of your growth, because of your faith even in the silence, you are ready. The person you are about to marry has also walked through refining fires. They know what loneliness feels like. They know what betrayal feels like. They know what it means to cry out to God in the middle of the night, asking for an answer. That is why when they meet you, their heart will recognize you instantly. Not just because of attraction, but because their soul will whisper, "This is the one I prayed for." Archangel Michael says, "Child of light, prepare yourself because this union will not be ordinary. This will be a supernatural bond." Others may marry for convenience, for status, for appearances, but yours will be sealed by heaven's hand. And because it is sealed, no weapon formed against it will prosper. God says, "This person is coming not to complete you, you are already whole, but to complement you." Together you will be like two flames merging into one fire, brighter, stronger, unstoppable. Your strengths will enhance their weaknesses, and their strengths will cover yours. This is divine partnership, not by human arrangement, but by heavenly orchestration. Archangel Michael says, "I see you standing at a doorway. Behind you are the seasons of brokenness, confusion, and unanswered questions. Before you is a door glowing with light, marked with the word covenant. That door is about to swing wide open, and as you step through it, you will see the face of the one heaven has chosen for you. Beloved, do not fear the timing. Do not question how it will happen. For the same God who created the heavens and earth is the one who has aligned this connection. He does not need your help, He only needs your faith. Trust Him, and He will do it. Do you feel the stirring in your spirit even now? That is not your imagination. That is the Holy Spirit confirming that this message is for you. That is the angels drawing close, ensuring that you know you are not forgotten, not overlooked, not invisible. Heaven has seen you, and heaven has chosen to reward you. Archangel Michael says, "Child of promise, your wedding will be a testimony." People will look at you and say, "Surely, God's hand was in this." Even those who mocked you, who said you would never find true love, will stand in awe. Your testimony will silence the voices of doubt and ignite faith in others. You may even feel that you are not worthy of this kind of love. But let me remind you, God is not giving this to you because you are perfect. He is giving this to you because you are loved. Because you are chosen. Because His mercy and grace are greater than your mistakes. This marriage is not a reward for your perfection, it is a gift of His faithfulness. Beloved, heaven is already rejoicing. Angels are already preparing the atmosphere. God Himself is smiling upon you because He delights in seeing His children blessed. And when the day comes, when you stand hand in hand with the one chosen for you, you will feel the presence of heaven all around, confirming that this is not just love, it is destiny. Archangel Michael says, "Walk forward with hope." Release every doubt, every fear, every memory of failed relationships. For none of them matter anymore. They were only stepping stones leading you to this moment. And now, heaven has declared, congratulations, it's a match. You are going to marry the one God Himself set apart for you. Archangel Michael says, "Beloved, I will give you more, because heaven insists that this word must not leave your spirit too soon. It must go deep, it must take root, it must carry you through the days ahead until you see with your own eyes the miracle that is already unfolding in the unseen." You have wondered, why so many delays? Why so many heartbreaks? Why did I have to suffer so long? And the truth is, those delays were not denials. They were divine protection. The heartbreaks were not punishments, they were redirections. Every single person who walked away was removed because they were not the one who could walk with you into your destiny. God says, the person He has chosen for you will not run from your flaws. They will not fear your past. They will not despise your scars. Instead, they will cherish every part of your story, because they too have their own scars, and they will see in you a mirror of God's grace. Archangel Michael says, "Prepare your heart, because when you meet them, it will not feel like starting over with a stranger. It will feel like coming home. Their laughter will be familiar. Their presence will be comforting. Even the sound of their voice will calm storms inside you. And you will say, 'This is not new, it feels like I have known them forever.' That is because your souls have already been aligned in heaven's design. This union will not be rushed, nor will it be forced. It will flow. It will grow naturally, like a river finding its way to the ocean. And in that flow, you will find peace. You will not have to beg for their attention. You will not have to question their loyalty. You will not have to wonder where you stand. They will make it clear in every word and every action, I choose you. God says, the enemy tried to convince you that love was not for you, that marriage was not in your story, that you were too broken, too forgotten, too overlooked. But the devil is a liar. You were never forgotten. You were never unseen. You were never disqualified. Heaven has always known your name, always written your promise, always prepared your blessing. And now, the time has come. Archangel Michael says, this marriage will not only bring you joy, it will restore what was stolen. The laughter you lost will return. The peace you thought was gone forever will flow again. The security you longed for will finally be yours. And it will not just bless you, but it will overflow into your family, into your children, into generations that will come after you. Beloved, understand this clearly, this marriage is bigger than just you. It is a covenant that will break generational cycles. Where there was divorce, there will now be lasting love. Where there was betrayal, there will now be faithfulness. Where there was brokenness, there will now be healing. God is not only writing your love story, He is rewriting your family's history. Do not fear the timing. It may come suddenly, and you may feel unprepared, but heaven says you are ready. You have already been equipped, already been molded, already been refined. And when it happens, it will happen quickly, so quickly that you will look back and realize that every second of waiting was worth it. Archangel Michael says, keep your spirit open. Do not close your heart out of fear. Do not let past disappointments blind you to future blessings. The one who is coming is not like the ones who left. This one is sent by God, marked by heaven, and sealed with divine purpose. And when it happens, beloved, you will stand in awe. You will hold their hand and whisper to yourself, this is the one God promised me. This is the one my heart has been waiting for. This is the love that will last. Archangel Michael says, beloved child of God, I will not stop pouring until your spirit is filled with the assurance of what heaven has already declared over you. You must know, with no shadow of doubt, that this marriage is already written, already established, already celebrated in the courts of heaven. This is why the Spirit will not let you go, why these words keep pressing deeper and deeper into your heart, because you are stepping into the season where prophecy becomes reality. For years, you have prayed for companionship, and in those prayers, you poured out details only God Himself heard, the qualities you desired, the loyalty you longed for, the gentle love you needed, the faith you wanted to share. And now, heaven is answering those prayers with precision. The one coming into your life has been shaped by God's own hand to carry those very qualities. Archangel Michael says, I see two paths that have been running separately, yours and theirs. Both paths filled with challenges, both marked by victories and losses, both heavy with lessons. And now, In this divine season, those two paths are converging. Where once there was distance, now there will be union. Where once there was waiting, now there will be fulfillment. God says, the person you are about to marry has been hidden, protected, just as you have been. That is why you did not meet them sooner, because if you had, you both may not have been ready. But now, both hearts are prepared. Both souls are matured. Both destinies are aligned. And the meeting will not just be a coincidence, it will be a divine appointment. You will know it when it happens. It will not feel like confusion. It will not feel like guessing. It will not feel like wondering whether they are the one. No, the Spirit of God within you will confirm it. You will feel peace. You will feel clarity. You will feel a sense of recognition that no words can explain. Archangel Michael says, this marriage will bring more than love, it will bring restoration. The trust that was broken will be rebuilt. The hope that was lost will be renewed. The future you once doubted will become clear and bright. And not only will you be blessed, but you will become a blessing to others. People will see your story and believe that God can still bring beauty from ashes. Beloved, listen, there will be people who question this union. There will be whispers, there will be envy, there will be doubt. But their voices do not matter. For what heaven has sealed, no human can break. What God has joined, no one can separate. This marriage is not dependent on human approval, it is rooted in divine will. Do you feel the fire stirring in your heart as you read? That is confirmation. Do you feel the tears pressing against your eyes? That is release. Do you feel the hope rising in your soul? That is the Spirit saying, this word is for you. Hold it. Treasure it. Believe it. Archangel Michael says, heaven is not just preparing you for a wedding, but for a lifetime covenant. The one you are about to marry will walk with you through storms, celebrate with you in victories, and carry your burdens as if they were their own. This is not temporary love, it is eternal covenant. God says, soon you will hear wedding bells not just in the physical, but in the spirit. Angels will rejoice as you stand in union with the one chosen for you. The promises spoken long ago will finally bloom into reality. And when that day comes, you will look back at every lonely night, every unanswered prayer, every tear shed, and you will whisper, it was worth it. Every moment was worth it. This is not the end of the word, beloved, it is only the beginning of your testimony.